Greetings and the best of salutations. I myself is trying to escape um, economic poverty, uh, and trying to climb the ladder of upward mobility. What I mean by that, I mean in regards to um, elevating my thinking and in displaying appropriate behavior. Yes, I am thankful for what I do have, but I'm not content, nor am I satisfied. The thirst and the hunger for the of finding my voice of inclusion. The I My life existence is the opportunity to show the world of of inclusion and respect, that we all are worthy of that respect. And I think that what I see um, in what is called violence. Violence to me is a result of an unresolved status. And you don't know who you are, you're more prone and more susceptible to participate and act in violence. So if we're dealing with the um, participation of being worthy and included of respect and finding one's voice, and rage, silence, to suffer in silence. Silence is a precursor toward rage, and rage lead toward violence as well. Violence, rather than being benevolent and kind. When we look at um, the screen, or what they call television, telling your vision, and I've learned that someone said that vision stems from the source of your thinking. Um, is that we see that people are celebrated, that they are included. It seems as though they're included of being a part of this monolithic structure in the that the system has set up, which defines and determines what is success. But the ask, and you shall be given, and seek, and you shall find, is happiness, finding your voice, finding your place, finding your belongings, finding your place of belonging. But yes, I just wanted to deal with this thing called pseudo scientific intellectual development. Um, I didn't give a definition. That's why I call it pseudo. I think someone said the pioneer of measuring the origin of a people and their contribution. Associated with that was a guy by the name of Joe A. Rogers. But there is a scientific dictum that anything that exists in some measure, exists in some amount, can be measured. I think John Jackson in his book Man, God, and Civilization say what is a civilized society is a literate society, and it must consist of primary two titles of a people, that is scholars and scientists, and I'm neither of those two. Um, but this um, pseudo intellectual scientific development, disgenuine, bogus, phony, pretentious, insincere person or people in regards, in association with some people call critical race theory, whatever it is. Um, Critical, associated to a condition. You can best diagnose anyone based upon the circumstances and the condition which they come out of. You think about it. When it comes to a deviant mind, one who deviates, um, it's that he or she is unable to distinguish that which is sick and that which is healthy. And but it's our primary motivation is to be happy, or find our voice, find our place of belonging, or our well-being, being well. I know I'm getting a little animated, but it's good stuff, serious. And in being well, he or she is in pursuit of that happiness. But yes, but being well. Now, the reason why I don't say biologically is that when I said primary, our motivation is to be happy. We want to be happy. Want to be well. In other words, be well. When a woman is impregnated, or gets impregnated, or is pregnant, she can tell that she's pregnant because she feels sick. Now, if you I'm not a woman, but this is what I'm hearing. This is what I'm. So that's that's the beginning of wanting to be well. That's biologically proven. So, okay. This critical race theory, I think we need to be critical thinkers, analytical thinkers. First of all, if the premise is faulty, there's no such thing as race. That's what I'm saying. Pretentious, pseudo scientific intellectual development. That's phony. It's bogus. It has no premise. It's conceptual. It's not factual. Critical race theory. Just don't want to deal. Phony. They just don't want to deal with the reality. And then other people start to perpetuate and promote that, then they too don't want to deal with the reality. That is phony. It's fake. It's bogus. You are insincere even coming up with that term. And then you get people articulating that, and you're spreading that foolishness. Okay. Race. Okay, if you think of there's no such thing of a race. A people. It consists of land, linguistics, image, and culture. Then it becomes a value system. That's a people. That's not a race. Race is a state of black is a or race is what you want to call it, state of condition, black or whatever. So it is critical. Yes. That the condition of the thinking of a people to come up with such bogus terminology is crazy. And it's even crazier, if that is a word, is that people will perpetuate that and argue over that foolishness. So yes, I have personally, don't normally do this, but I personally, anyone, I can't say anyone, but I wrote books. That's fine. It's three books, I guess. It's no big deal. I mean, I do what I can. It's for me. It's referencing for me in the tradition of my ancestors that they wrote literature. You have to be able to articulate your own story. So I write about it and I reference it. Don't think I don't abstract from someone else. But I write about it and I make it relevant relevant for me. And if it works for you, then it works for you. You take that which works for you. Egalitarianism, self-governance, meritocracy, whatever the word they call it, merit. And one thing I realized about what they call the English alphabet system is A, the letter A, and it stands on its own 2 feet. Until next time, talk to you.